do it?
Plenty of fans. They've already done it.
Oh, I missed it. Well, I mean, if anything, I think this is, again, one of those things where...
Right, good map for RRQ, so honestly, let's see how they can do.
At least in Pacific, but, you know, it's also one of their strongest maps. It's going to be tough for RRQ, to say the least.
Yeah.
But, if anything, perhaps Split will be that difference maker. Here
DRX on defense, RRQ on attack.
Seen how crazy DRX can be. There was an 11-1 first half last week against Gen G.
Yeah, it was very dominant. Gen G able to rally
Smoke
back a bit,
to block vision, both angles.
13-7 scoreline at the end
One
of it all.
smoke.
But for now, very quiet.
Okay, hoping that with that smoke it brings them into a 2-1-2, so there won't be too many people here. But as we can see, 2 people, and they're about to flood in with a sick Omen flash.
Appeal for Buzz. Swing around onto the flank, we'll have to see if it happens.
Breach flashes are good as well. The util is so good. Oh my god. Sure. I like the attempt from RRQ again. Smoke went in to try and make sure that we rotated into a 2-1-2. That's why they bought so much time while they were waiting here. And then the rotate never came in. And then they just had 1-1, and then they had 2 people ready to rotate. And in these 2 as well, with the Breach and the Omen, just constantly flashing to support these 2. Look at the util, it was sick.
RRQ didn't quite follow through on the
So yeah, really nice pistol from them. We had Omen flash in front, we had Breach flashing constantly.
To see how that was going to go, just because right now in Pacific, DRX's pistol round wins on this map.
Really strong.
They're 1-3.
There was a recon as well. Oh yeah, it must have been cross map.
That one away. But I mean, you were kind of talking about it, how strongly.
Okay, just trying to get Sova ult nice and early on. They get the orb.
Since the lower final versus Optic at Champions last year, so it's been a good long while. And we've seen it from them 7
Foxy
times
Fono didn't sold it.
between
That's
then
funny.
and now.
You know what else? It's always the same classic agent composition. You never change it up.
Yeah.
On the other side, RRQ, you know, Astra instead of the Omen, I don't know how useful it's going to be.
Absolute classic. Oh my god, that shocked that. Absolute classic. Going B on the eco, smoke comes in. They've already done damage with the shock. And yeah, this is looking. This is looking devastating at the moment.
From RB right off the rip here. Stacks anticipating a recon perhaps, but looks like it's going to be a shift.
It's a nice stun. Problem is no armor for this.
The shot not quite going to connect.
Does tag 2G a little, but not to worry.
That was the dart earlier.
All right.
30 seconds left.
It's going to be the push in through B all of a sudden, and Stacks has their number.
One enemy remaining.
Man, the util's so good. Okay, nicely done. Nicely handled from DRX. Mako. Nice flash again. Just trying to siphon over the guns. Okay, did pretty good. And just going to throw over a rifle. Sorry, pistol. I imagine for this.
It's kind of almost tactically perfect. It's so hard to find these mistakes because they're spread out across the map. They have clear map control. They have clear protocols to kind of
the DRX buy, it's fine. And teams have different buys for their defense and their attack, though. Teams are more likely to do like FPX style buys on their attack than their defense.
That's right.
And now we go into the buy round here for RRQ. See what they can manage. For now, contact up in the garage. The turret needs to be cleared. Okay, finally get it there. Not too much damage, just 7 taken there from EJ.
Okay, I like this. They've done a good amount of pressure here, and they think they broke the alarm bot over towards B. We can actually see that they put an alarm bot in window itself. So it's kind of like a double layer. You break the turret over towards here, but then you actually have the alarm bot that gets pure information here. So it's like it's kind of sick.
Comes up, trying to get him across.
Smoke breaks.
Jumping up onto the box,
oh.
just saved him. Foxy gonna still stick around and wanted to repeat.
I was nervous for that one. I was so nervous for it.
Stun does connect. Dart now in the backside.
Ash, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you.
Across, EJ spotted RB able to spray him down.
Tell me. Okay, I was gonna say, tell me he gets out of here. They still have drone. They still have Omen flash. They got loads of util for the retake.
30 seconds left.
Listening for it.
They're planning underneath. Dust goes down, Flips not getting too much damage there. So Widely is going to be feeling okay. Drone now over the top, they spawn him, here's the drop out of heaven.
Wow.
I'm trying to be taken out, but 2 kills going to be traded back. Sphere and LB finding them. RB getting a second as well. Now it's just Stacks with 7 HP and a sheriff.
Okay, that kind of decides it. That's so fun.
See if he can try to convert this bonus, but
at least do you know what's crazy is see this lineup that Stacks is doing there. I still find it mad that I watch teams that don't have that lineup. It's so strong. The fact that you can damage breach aftershock the whole of under, so that you force them out into the open. It's so good.
But when it comes down to it, it's EJ dashing in and they instantly notice spring inside of that cloudburst. At the same time, you talked about it, setting up for the shock darts.
Yeah, teams that don't have it, oh man, I don't know what they're doing. Okay, very nice bonus. We go into this round and it's just a full swing round in terms of money.
RRQ had more firepower and they knew how to hold around short, around long.
Dart the scout long off the rip, gravity well as well.
Damn, they're going fast for this.
Trying to get a catch here onto RB. Now sad back the drone.
Stack still has his stun.
Turns away and just sprays through. The cloudburst comes down.
Well, that's the whole hit. Denied. Good info on this as well. Really wanting to take this orb, try and get the Sova orb.
Able to avoid the damage. As Xvero grabs the orb, and now he does have a Hunter's Fury available.
That could be useful. Clear on delays.
Cleared a bit of short with the recon.
You have a minute left to work with Elmi Moore.
Oh boy. I mean, he's being watched by two different players, Stacks and Mako. Both have this little crossfire set up towards short. Wouldn't be a hard adjustment for Mako.
Honestly, he's just waiting for his team to get more space over towards here, and then he'll start taking contact.
Value off this lurk. The rest of the team shifting towards C, where Buzz is waiting. Jiggling on that corner in a moment.
Yeah, he might be able to get some on the rotate.
Place that they want the spike to reside, but
he has no idea about the omen. Oh man, that's unlucky.
He was creeping in, giving them info. I think they've left A, so they're trying to cut back, but now they have to turn into B.
Yeah, wanted to cut them off on rotation. It's not going to happen, so B is the best site to hit, but Foxy is here with the operator.
Doesn't know how deep in they might be. Just catches the cloak of 2GE. Not enough for the kill quite just yet. Xvero watching that angle. Foxy not looking to overstep. After shock will buy some time. Foxy taken down. The operator
big kill.
lost.
Watching here.
Flash to allow RB to
might be doable. Sova playing bottom mid with the ult.
Finds RB. Mako going to be taken down as well.
Damn.
Get one, but then it's up falling. It's all on Buzz now. Trying to
his teammates saw.
The Hunter's Fury, however, is available, but it's not going to be
That's impressive. That's a 3v.
Go ahead and tie things up at 2-2.
Fantastic recovery
3v5
I mean, they
or
knew that they
3v4.
were kind of discouraged from certain sites, especially C.
3v5? Yeah.
So they just make the quick adaptation to go straight to the B site, holding it from back, holding it from mid instead. Kind of
and this resets the money.
Eliminating Foxy 9 was so crucial in that moment. And then when it comes down to the 1-on-2 from Buzz, hiding in the little corner, just meant
So
that
forced them down to eco. That was huge. And they didn't get to use any of the ults. It was such a good situation. What the hell? That was a nice round. It was a really nice round from them. I like how they played it.
Given that they find themselves now against an ecoing DRX, they might not have to invest any here.
But alt cycles, we're holding on to ours.
Chat, the cost is just really low.
I do wonder what DRX has cooked up for this, though. You can never count them out in these ecos. Looking at how they've positioned themselves, long range, long sight lines. They were wanting that.
I turned it up slightly.
It does look like RRQ is going to commit to this.
Jay dashing forward, but not up onto the platform. So going to push around the back. Xvero in the meantime finding one. Mako able to line up the headshot, has to pull back into a safer position. Wants to TP back up top again, but they should get word of this, but no,
oh god,
to realize, but
almost.
He runs out of bullets and 2GE is able to find the kill in the end.
Okay, they keep this one pretty clean. Foxy, I can't imagine gets too much, maybe one kill at the maximum, but
we'll see if Foxy 9 can find any value. Still does hold on to the tailwind, but
this is nice as well, making sure that Killjoy can plant, and now we go into the big round after this. Another round that can reset the money. The DRX, and they have 4 big ults.
Good game sense.
Just a check. I mean, it's not, yeah, it is game sense, and it's also just reading your opponent's patterns. We know that DRX, we know, I mean, we saw it with Meteor as well. Always hiding inside of these smokes, always using shorties. Sometimes you start to read to it, and at the same time, you notice the spike plant coming in from Elmi Moore. That was the ult point gotten now. They've got 4 ultimates to work with. DRX surely could make it an explosive round, but let's see how it turns around. Foxy 9 does have the operator in hand as well.
Alright, potential A control again.
That he does. 3 ults versus the near 5 as EJ's just one off the blade with a Phantom in hand. Shouldn't require that at all.
Yeah, this is nice. Full info here. They have a smoke below.
Brick stack here.
Okay, it's gonna work well.
The drone will reveal. Does get pinged.
They're handling this well. They're taking a lot of map control with that as well. They take short and
across
this.
the opposite side of that smoke. So wait on that Nebula. I'm not sure if they read that EJ would have gotten tucked away in sewer.
It's nice from RRQ. I like this at the moment. They're good on this map. I think this was risky.
Position themselves around it. How does the opening pick go? DRX surely fall back bit by bit, bound by bound, and that's their style. RRQ find these tiny bits of space and maybe microaggressions to push into sites like how they're going to be right now.
Oh, get in here, but then Foxy sets up the crossfire, rotating back through the link.
With that though, they're going to be able to walk over towards A. They have no idea that it's fully free, but it's very nice.
Entry now. EJ gets himself into the site.
We have a lot of ults to retake, but at the same time we have a lot of ults to cancel the retake.
Quite read the angle correctly. Bit of an off one there.
Do they want to use ults now into this 3v5? I mean, they did it before, but...
Great angle though, rolling
Oh,
thunder
okay,
through.
that's a yes.
They're going to push off of this.
Oh, Mako. Hey, does put some damage back, but eventually ends up falling. RB cutting down EJ. The push. Oh, it's the reload. Timing from Xparrow. Gets caught after killing off Buzz.
I mean, DRX handled this well. I was interested to see if RRQ was going to use some ults into it. They actually use ults. I thought they were going to use it reactively, if anything. But they tried to be proactive. And then again, it was a good reaction from DRX. You see how they went...
It's kind of like playing chess, if you will. You know, set some pieces up.
Chat, you see how they went heavy heaven in reaction to them having a breach ult? Because they know that most likely once they breach ult, it's going to be over towards spawn. So they're one of these teams that is really good at taking into account just what teams are most likely to do with ults.
They just dropped out off of heaven. They were still able to retake, and that's the one thing that you got to consider.
Well, Rolling Thunder, obviously high value.
So yeah, really nice call from them to just go heavy out.
Oh, yeah, RB can contend with that one. With his own Hunter's Fury. Stuns go across. Buzz just backs away from the garage. Clear on the turret.
Holy.
Showing the gun
This
barrel
is so
for a brief little
fast.
moment there. Tries to throw down that nano.
There's 3 people here.
Cuts off some of the reinforcements, getting themselves into the side. Xparrow now going to be taken out. Mako backside finds the second. Easily set up from the Rolling Thunder. There's a third. Just for the reload.
Oh man, they're all over them at the moment in terms of these rounds. Yeah, it seems like once the ults get into it, it becomes a bit of a different game.
Seems like the answer is going to be no. Stalwart as ever. Mako just waiting. Try to draw Elmimore into the site. Never mind.
Okay, nice round. I like the attempt from RRQ, but yeah, this was heavy shutdown. Stacks did great. And yeah, you got to do more map control with that because DRX are one of the better teams at having C on lockdown. They're also, at the beginning of this, they're playing way heavier over towards C. I don't know if they know that DRX don't like to go B on buy rounds or something, but it feels like they have that read into them. Because their B is insanely weak at the moment when it goes buy v buy. And every single buy round they're making sure that they have like real heavy C.
Perfect defense.
Still though. Now with the brakes pumped.
Yeah, Mako's just insane on C. He just locks it down all the time.
It's fine, of course, shouting out Mako as the GOAT. And it's hard to disagree, just given the performances that we've seen from him in Pacific as well as outside of it. Vamos for Foxy9 as well.
Mexico. I mean, we know they love to shout Vamos. This round 7, Mako's already getting a 4K. Still sitting on so many ultimates, both sides being somewhat conservative with these, just trying to find the perfect moment, trying to find a way to make these ultimates, make these
Purigenish.
count.
Do I say that right? Purigenish. Yeah, I think that's right. Thank you so much, dude. Chat, new member of the Slug Club with the Prime. Let's see a strong welcome. Let's get some slugs in chat. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in.
Why RQ desperately going to be looking to win this round, but have fought down a bit. Yeah, Elmi Morgan
Big
get
kill.
picked off. Still hold on to the 2 rifles.
they can't get a good start into any of these rounds. Now they have ults.
Oh, Buzz hasn't
Okay,
noticed it.
that's huge.
Maybe not. Oh, okay. Instead, it's going to be X-Pharaoh. Noticing
Took
Buzz
a
just
big
little
timing
bit
on
sooner.
this one, and this is now a really weird round. Dude, he's
Okay. I was
just
gonna say,
solo
Paco
won
now,
this.
You know, reading. He's trying to set up for this defensive smoke that cut off C long, but still gets caught. X-Pharaoh breaking things open. Now the spike getting brought forward into the site.
I like this instant reaction. They know that they've caught people over towards B, that they're going to be rotating, and they try and pinch into it.
Speak up, but EJ jumps the
Holy
box in the
hell,
ring.
6
Takes out
HP he
Stacks.
does that.
What a play from him with just now 6 HP remaining. Puts Foxy 9 in a dire situation.
Does have blades
Yeah,
still,
Foxy
Achilles.
wanting to save this
Blades,
op.
and he's got money to buy
Important
another
round
operator, but
for
doesn't
RRQ. I mean,
wanna
this
play
is
for it.
still really good.
Take maybe a little bit too long, a little bit too much noise to rotate all the way across the map, and given how RRQ are already positioned inside a garage, yeah, maybe it is a bit of
RV Mako,
all over
I
for
don't know,
Foxy,
man,
even
two of the
Foxy
best.
9 to win out this 1-on-3. Just not the right circumstances, but at the same time, I mean, consider how this round went RRQ's way. We started off with X-Pharaoh. I mean, sneaking through garage. You might have expected Mako to turn around at the right time, given how Buzz lost his life, but this is these tiny microaggressions, tiny spaces, gaps.
Yeah,
that
huge round. Get some
RRQ
upgrades in
might
terms of
just
this
be
as
able to
well.
slip through. At the
Really
same
nicely
time, though,
done.
you can never
I mean, what a
leave
hero play,
Foxy
to be
9
honest.
unchecked. I think that's painful.
Yeah, I mean, a good way to start things off, but in the end, EJ with these blades and 6 HP just fiercely jumping the box and nailing the right click. Fantastic to see to keep them in this one and tie it up yet again. Thrifty to pull off against DRX always.
Generally feel like Mako and Marv can succeed as IGLs. I mean, we don't know how much time they put into the game outside.
Tied up the score, and now we go back to a C execute. Oh boy.
For the pass hit once more. Field goes out, they spot Elmi more, but Buzz is not ready. His weapon is undrawn, and Foxy takes out one before the Hunter's Fury claims his life.
Yeah, it's the classic C hit with your ult. No way.
He stops the plant for now. Might realize that, yeah, he was hitting his target there. Mako with the crossfire saves him, finds another.
How?
Gotta get taken out. Mako again
No,
holding
they're
things
gonna
down
win
in the
this
back
and
line,
like
and
easy.
Stacks
It
will get
looked
Elmi more at the
convincing
end.
in the end. Damn, Stacks did a lot here.
Dynamic
Picks up the
duo
op as well.
holding
Stacks
it
and
down, but
Mako.
still,
Mako on the C
I will
site.
say
Just
RRQ,
if he
DRX
literally is
taking
in this
kills in ways
square,
that you might not have anticipated
he
coming
kills
into this.
2
Yeah.
minimum.
We look at how these rounds are going. Sometimes RQ tries to play with the pacing. It's a sudden C rush that perhaps Buzz or the rest of them weren't quite expecting. Foxy 9 had the operator, but was just completely discouraged from holding any angle because of the fault line.
Why did they
because of the
remove
100
Zest? I mean, we
in
don't
the
really
mix.
know. I mean,
At the same time,
Foxy's
though,
great.
Stacks. They thought the smoke meant
They're
that
looking
they were
strong.
safe
They
enough
didn't
to
win
plant, but
anything.
Stacks managed to
We don't really
set
know that
himself
we're
up
not
as a
inside
third.
the
Oh,
team
but
again.
Cosmic Divide
Again,
now.
Chad, there's so many stuff that we just have to accept we're never going to truly understand. If you're not inside the team, you can only really gauge a set amount.
Buzz just gonna get sprayed down and
Wow.
now flip shider.
They have
Bulldog
Astra
through the
ulted
smoke.
this. In reaction, it
In
gets
this whole
smoked
time,
off.
They're rotating themselves into A.
And they've
RB
just
obviously gonna be
spammed
hearing
2
this
of them.
now. Mako
And this is still a
sees across,
question
get
mark.
himself up into heaven.
But because they hear all of the
Shider,
sound from
or only
RB,
more, rather.
rotate comes in.
Ready for it. 2G, 12 going to fall. Mako now arriving. Drops out of it and finds one. Spring Stacks into a 1v2. Trying to
Really good
utilize
timing.
this cloudburst against EJ.
Used
So
their
far,
smokes
it's
against them,
working.
walked
Sees
out
the
here.
spike get picked up. EJ, knowing that Stacks is going to be
Damn.
here, just pushes
That's
out.
sick.
Flips, rotates over and flip
I think that was smart from EJ to dash out here. It's
Waiting
really
in the
good.
link. Question is, can Stacks win out on the fight? He's not even going to take it.
Wait, we're going to be Achilles.
They are, but he could just play this from the single link side. Looks like he's going to end up doing that.
Spike planted.
Not to his knowledge, but this is Stacks making the right call.
Stacks has a full kit of utility. He's got one flash to work with.
Can he read their positions? They're both stacked up in
Double
here.
passing backside.
Spots one. Now does
Oh,
both there.
oh, he
but
had
it's
a
far
chance.
too late. He
Dude,
is
RRQ are
overstepped.
doing
Flip
good.
Shider
That
finds the
resets. I mean,
elimination.
they
Weapon
have to
upgrade from
eco
him
this
as
one,
well.
really. There's one person that can't buy. Are we
As
any close
RRQ
to...
just trading round after round.
what do we
keeping
do
us
here? It's
tied
gonna
up
be a
at
low
5-5.
buy.
Not the half I was expecting, but a welcome one indeed. I mean,
Oh, that's crazy.
RRQ, we've seen how they
Straight up
position
spams
themselves
to steal
backside.
way
I
through.
think Stacks was trying to use the element of surprise, but this time just kind of surprised on his own instead. having 2 players to work against, and it's just so smart for EJ to actually pick up the spike and go back to B that way.
Right.
Start things off by breaking the doors, discouraging any peeks. DRX hasn't really gone on the aggressive so far. Except for now, perhaps. Foxy, Frenzy, pushed up.
Forces them down. Nice. Dude, they're good, though. They're good on this map. This is nice. Drone gets shot early. Stun goes in. Swing off the jet. They at least know the jet's close now because of that smoke. They handled this well. I like that they forced this all the way through. The good thing for DRX, though, is they just managed to force out the dash, so makes it a little bit easier to hold sights.
Check close. Not going to find any damage there. Foxy with a frenzy, just looking to stay tucked in sewer, but seems like RRQ likely suspecting that they might have drawn some attention over towards the A site, so instead they want to pivot.
Back towards B. They could make it fast, so it's an easy spike plant, but it's also
damn,
really
they actually go over towards B on the...
but those stars are already in place.
Okay, and this has been one of the weaknesses, has been a lot. Oh, they touch spike and then run all the way back. They get someone to back a site, they touch the spike and then they go all the way back to C.
He holds it for now.
A little bit worried for this flash, 20 seconds left.
Thinks about throwing it, but by this point it's far too late. They're already in the site. Mako managing to find one, but
Mako only got one on the C site. What's going on?
Foxy 9, okay, gets a headshot. The weapon in such a bad spot for him to try to retrieve it. Expecting this push out. Footsteps heard. Weapon retrieved. The headshot on the 2GE. He brings it now to a 1v2. 65 HP remaining. Spots another tailwind over to the side. And he can't line up Elmimore.
Nice shutdown.
Shuts him down, and RRQ will
I'm going to remind us all the DRX1 pistol.
Elmimore just stops
Last round in the
a slight centimeter right before Foxy's crosshairs. And you see how many pivots, how many rotations there were in this attacking half. I mean, attacking side from RRQ even. In that round, maybe that's the trick. Maybe that's how we force DRX to make these tiny gaps, these tiny mistakes. It's just by going back and forth so much that DRX kind of gets confused themselves. And in those rotations,
okay, let's see. Dude, 7-5 when you lose pistol. It's pretty strong.
Again,
fast over towards A.
Finds one, flip shot are going to be taken down, pulls the blades.
Lord ult still up.
Rushing, looking for the kill, puts him down on the RP.
Holy hell. Anime battle. Okay, trades go in. Killjoy ult instantly to try and make sure we have space. There is a Killjoy ult on the defense though, so they're going to have to consider this.
A 3v3, Buzz has a
playing offside, they still have Astra, so they can delay. We got some mollies on the spike itself, so we can Astra suck this. They're very heavy. Trying to look in to see if there's someone lurking over towards middle. All goes in. It's the ult not in the corner, so it gives them a little bit more space than normal.
Take them down as they push in.
Have a smoke available. The aftershock to try to flush his barrel
Nice
out.
util though.
He does just that.
Damage.
Finds the kill.
Stun.
Now burned.
It's perfect.
Get themselves in onto
Forces
the
them out. That's the Astra suck we were talking about.
Takes them off the defuse, stacks out into the open. Now going to be vulnerable. Flash through. Swings out. Finds one. Can't quite get that transition, but the defuse can be held.
It's close.
And Mako will just finish it. Elmimore
Kills come in.
4K, but it's
DRX
not
got
win,
6.
so we end up
6 and a pistol, not too bad. I think RRQ did great in this half.
So close.
Haven's attack sided, yeah, a little bit. If you default well, then yeah.
Again, just talking about it, RRQ plays with the pacing of things. They start to rush back into A. Definitely surprising some players from DRX's side. But at the same time, as soon as the spike goes down, you were talking about it, those lockdowns became so important for DRX in this retake. 6-6 though.
I mean, this is not a scoreline you see often at all on Haven. And in fact, I mean, if you take a look back, they haven't had a 6-6 half start.
6 against DRX on Haven is insane. This is RRQ's best map, at least in my opinion.
Event. Everything since then, 13-8, you know, a 8-4 versus Talon, 11-1 versus BBL, 9-3 to C9, 7-5 to Global, and then 11-1 to Gen G. So this is the most that they've been pushed on Haven in a good long while.
Certainly is challenging. I think RRQ are showing us that they have some things prepared. They have some ideas in mind. And it's especially with these mid-round pivots that are really staying in my head. I mean, it's kind of like that Friends episode with Ross, huh? Pivot!
Pivot. Trying to move the couch in. But I will say, the caveat to everything I just said is that most of those maps, they start on the attacking side.
That's right.
And they do have a slightly higher win percentage on attack compared to their defense, 65 compared to 60. So RRQ looking very well geared here to deal and contend with DRX on their own attack. The question is,
Second map
do they
is
have
split.
that same preparation for the defense? Can they shut this down? If they can, they are in a fantastic spot.
Teams have become a lot better since the league proceeds, yeah. I mean, you got to remember a lot of these teams kind of just formed like a month before lock-in,
Take a look at statistics
really,
from RRQ.
and
Defending side on
a
Haven
month,
so far in Pacific at least,
7 maps,
they've done
new
pretty
roster.
well.
Maybe
24
some
round
rosters don't
wins
have
over
the
12.
exact roles down. Still a lot of
It's not impossible. It all starts with
still a
this
lot
one
of
round.
things to kind of find out and change, so it was always going to happen.
But
yeah,
again, I mean,
the
this is what we're
improvement's
talking about.
nice.
Haven is such a different map. Got 3 sites.
GE definitely
You
got a
could
lot
be the
better
ones
with
to
Rossi
pivot
coming
and
in.
rotate
I think that
around
was
on
more
your
their
attacking
thing though.
half, but DRX could
The
do
fact that
same
Rossi couldn't be
thing.
there at the beginning
We
was
know
like
how perfect
devastating.
Valorant, how
I think it's
DRX
the molly
plays
for
perfect
sure,
Valorant.
right?
I don't know if RQ plays that same way on defense.
Sparrow reading the lineup.
Because we can
That's
see
exactly
one
where that
person
Nanoswarm
over
is
towards
going
A
to
at the
go.
moment.
Double clears close. Foxy going to be diving
And
in
this
deep.
is a nightmare. They
So
have
far, the
reactive
pressure
smoke for him
coming
to
out of
play
Source not
around.
found. RP
And he does have a
delayed.
recon, but he is never
Or a
going to feel
bit,
confident to get this
still
recon
gonna be
out.
somebody potentially
Oh,
in this
I say as he
spot.
gets the
Foxy
recon
Knight,
out.
however, able to find first blood. Blood's going to be taken
Spike
down.
planted.
Gun darts in through. RB looking to set up that
Foxy
crossfire.
kills
Foxy's gonna be
3
good
at
for a third
spawn
before
here.
he's finally taken out of the fight.
Wild.
It's Sparrow at 48. Gonna prove to be very challenging retake. Be on the jiggle peak, puts him down to 33. Zach's swinging here alongside him. Darts at the ready
It's a cool lineup.
for the lineup. Push out again from McSparrow, just looking to challenge, looking to keep him contained. They're going to go for the double push now, but RB's able to stabilize it. Finds one, can't quite get the second.
7 HP.
With 7 HP.
Breach damage coming down.
And the delay tactics coming through. Seems like a nigh
That's
impossible
unlucky.
task,
Okay,
but it is.
double
DRX will
pistol.
go ahead and take away
2-0 in
another
terms of
pistol
pistols.
round win.
That's the key word, delay tactics. Again, tactical, perfect Valorant. And that's how DRX plays it. Instantly start things off, they already have the sight. And I think Sparrow was the only one who could have done something. I mean, it was covered up by the Nebula, but at the same time, it's just so smart for DRX to send Foxy, as well as a couple more utilities, just to make them feel uncomfortable.
In terms of how they're
on the side
approaching
itself.
this one,
Even once the
just
retake comes in,
straight up.
DRX were already
Spectre
positioned up by
Mania,
short and
heavy
long,
armor.
just to delay.
Don't want to
delay,
lose an eco.
Delay, just keep delaying.
Weapons now in. RRQ. It's a single sheriff there from Elmy Moore, which you don't mind seeing at all if you've been paying attention to RRQ. You know how dangerous this guy can be with this weapon. We see him pushing forward. Mako reading this push coming out of a long. Buzz now looking to swoop in and get the punish before they can make it out to safety. Has to clear too many angles so they don't get too much extra damage in.
Footsteps as
It's
well.
Killjoy
Here comes
entry.
the collapse.
EJ
No
dead.
more
Buzz,
soba.
quick shot on the corner turn.
Spike
Finishes
planted.
off
Yeah, they handled
Sparrow.
this well.
I just want to see how flawless this round's going to be.
Realized that the stun should have been for something.
I mean, yeah.
Spotted
But
2 over
even
towards
if
C.
you do
That's
damage,
enough for them
you
to
don't
go
look
back.
having to push forward, otherwise the nano swarm.
Absolute. Their spacing was really good the whole time, like throughout all of this.
Seems like for RRQ, it should just be the decision to sit back and wait for the spike.
So that we don't give away any
No shot.
points.
No way, Foxy! What in the hell are you doing, son? Say that's
Just duelist things
If
sometimes.
nothing else, he is not lacking confidence,
Sure.
but a bit silly in the end, donating a
Yeah.
weapon over. Well, not donating a weapon
Honestly,
over, but donating
fine.
it to the spike explosion.
Didn't give them a
And,
gun or
DRX will
anything,
go
it's
ahead and
okay.
close out the
It just means that this
ACO
one's going to be a
round.
little bit worse. He's
What
one
a
away
bit
from his
flawless
ult, I
fashion.
think. So maybe that's why.
Still, I mean, apart from some
I think he's one away from his ult.
or acrobatics, again,
Yeah, so he's one away from his ult. So
classic
honestly, if he got the
Valorant.
kill, then he would have
DRX
searched for the
goes
other
in,
one,
takes
and
the
then
site,
it wasn't the worst thing ever.
RRQ couldn't really rotate.
He just
quick
wanted to
enough,
get his
and
ult
they were
into this
never
round.
sure if DRX
Or at least the
someone on
attempt
foot.
of it. I think
Back in the
I'm
next
trying to
round,
cover his
DRX
back.
is able to buy up slightly. RRQ with the full buys instead. They're trying to go on the offensive now.
Maybe that's the full
Discarding
process.
from Mellingmore.
Okay, big buy run now, especially for RRQ. In terms of the bonus,
Again, just trying to pressure
it's,
here into sewer.
I mean, it's good.
Ooh. Spotting RB, but just can't quite get those shots through.
Difficult, and at the same time, setting ourselves up. DRX anticipating a bit of a push. Flips is trapped into the corner.
Mako trying to fake the TP out. Flip's still just sat here.
No peeks. No peeks.
DRX are perfectly aware of his position. I'm kind of surprised that we don't see them go for the aftershock. Instead, it's going to be the push, and Mako with the Spectre will win it out. As
It's unlucky.
was
We just
desperately
saw a
trying to
shock
drag
go
his
over
crosshair
towards
down.
middle as well to try to
Foxy
break the
now
alarm bot, but
entering.
it
Dart goes
didn't.
across. The stun hits. Sparrow.
Wow, that's a nice shot.
Hill, somewhat dazed, pushes out, gets the headshot in. Stinger spray.
We got a
Cannot
pause for
control,
dramatic
and
effect
Stacks in the
afterwards.
falling
It's kind of
easy
nice.
with two. Spike on the floor. RB noted and
Okay,
Eagle still
nicely handled.
hovering.
Good, good
DRX.
A hold.
Can't
It's a really good A hold between the two there. That was the important kill under Balk.
Should I play some
RRQ played it to perfection at the same time. I mean, you have these two players.
RRQ
DJ,
timeout.
as well as I believe it was is it Elmore?
Okay,
Two
I mean he
players on the
knows
side of
something.
Sun,
I'm trying
player
to
foot firmly down.
I'm trying to think
Just
of
make
what they
sure-
have.
Sparrow, excuse me. You make sure that you're not gonna be revealing.
Foxy
You're not
definitely
gonna
has
be
his ult.
pressured by whatever DRX throws at you.
Maybe
I
they're
was kind of
one orb
surprised
away
by
from
how
something, and he
Mako's
knows
able
what they
to
like to do when they're
easily
one orb
walk
away
up,
from
long,
something.
take flips
Maybe it's
down.
something with Foxy's
But
ult.
as
I'm
soon
not
as they
sure.
made it, they were onto site. It's that information that RRQ gains. They know how to react off of it and just to play around the box.
Yeah, it's
on the
definitely some
site
kind of
itself.
read, and
8 to
he's
7 now.
either forgot to tell them about it at the beginning, or he's just like reminding
Want
them
to
about something now,
maintain this
or he
one
saw
lead,
something they
this
really
one
didn't
round that
like.
we've won.
Let's see. If Ewok's strategy going into the next one is going to allow them to tie us up yet again, or if DRX can break away a little
Yeah,
bit.
first
but
big rifle v
more,
rifle round. So
everybody feeling quite pleasantly surprised with the performance here from RRQ. Pushing them to the limit.
And again, I think it comes down to some of these players, Elmore, Xfero, they're able to really make the right calls, make the right plays, given the positions that they have. The pieces of utility that they throw against DRX at times also helps them chain some wins together.
Still wait for the barriers to drop. DRX again looking to show some early pressure over towards A, while RB will just send a shock over to B. Clear out some of that KJ util. But I think he might have missed.
I mean, nothing that I can see has changed up too much.
Careful still.
They were in
DRX
position
are
ready
scoring.
for an ult reactively in case something happened.
Garage side,
That's the only
start,
real thing that I could
place.
spot.
Might be able to out a bit of information or set up for some kind of a retake. Does look like RRQ
Servo could be good.
gives them the sight.
Oh, Hunter's Fury
oh.
Stacks getting caught by the first blast.
One more boom.
Third one, not going to get that connection though.
Not too bad.
And tags Buzz and Stacks both down to 70. Now it's going to be the full 5v5 retake. No real ults to speak of on either side.
They don't have too much map control though. I'm pretty, yeah. They have clear garage. It's not too bad. Damn, nice kills from garage. Holy hell! The solo from garage kills too here. Insta stick of the spike.
There's still so much more to work with. Dark across the side, Stacks ending up falling, and so does RP.
Nicely handled. Nice retake.
RRQ will get the defuse,
That was
and they
good.
will tie us up at 8
That was really good.
Good call from Coach Ewok, if anything.
Elmore was
it
just
just so happens
everything
that
though. How did he
the
kill two from
coordinated
garage?
that retake
First one was
perfectly.
just straight up
we
aim
talked
draw, I
about it.
guess. Wait.
We saw him, we
Oi, oi, oi.
heard those footsteps as they approached the C site. Might
Oh,
have lost some players in the process, but
that's how.
completely evacuating it allowed them to set up for this.
Just saw the
where
gun
they
barrel.
push out of garage, push out from defender spawn at the same time, just completely.
This is a massive round, forced them down to eco. We have
Kind of
knives
two
in this
players
one.
remaining
We got
on
ults.
towards,
We're about to
the
get
backside
close
of
to
C
some
long,
other
but
ults.
it's
Yeah, this is a great chance for RRQ to try and stack up and try and get close to some of these ults, because next buy round against some of this might be a nightmare.
That would be a fantastic start, maybe a really swift and early plan for them to want to
Fast over towards B. Still a lot of killjoy util here. Double TP in.
Nanoswarms go out. Stack's going to be slowed up for the time being, but they have control of the site.
They push behind, and I think he heard them run off. So this is huge right now. Yeah, RB. Oh, damn, there's so many levels right now. He was thinking, because they ran off, he knew that someone might try and take a timing. That was kind of sick.
Little exploration mission, but still onto the site itself.
This is
Look
big
at how
as
DRX
well.
comes back around on this.
I mean, they're out of range, so they might not know that this flank is going to be coming through. And so far, no one is really turning to read this. Foxy continuing to inch forward, but he completely beefs it. Has to swap over to the short. He still will pick up for one, but
Stax' damage came in. The comms were not here
getting that
properly.
elimination. Now suddenly it's Stax, and the rolling
Oh boy, the
thunder
comms
is
were
in
not
fact
here.
committed. This has cost DRX
Foxy
so
needed
much
to
more
say
than they
that
may
he
have
wanted to play
anticipated.
fast.
As
Because
RRQ
then the
will
breach
take
damage
the
came
lead
in,
now,
and then they jumped
9-8.
away from the breach damage, spotted him.
Heating up Achilles. How on earth did that happen?
Oh boy,
Just
some
completely
bad
giving them the
some
sight.
bad comms there.
It's the right call at times, but at the same moment, Foxy 9 trying to wrap
Well, that
around,
one
being
fell
that
apart.
close
Yeah,
with the blade
Stax
storm,
ult as well.
an uncharacteristic
That one really
miss.
fell apart.
And RRQ with the guns just had their way with the retake. On to the next round, and we get to buy up again. RB has the Hunter Fear, but Almimore has a lockdown.
Okay, weapons back in their hands.
Straight up C hit, gonna be playing retake on this one.
Was trying to spray him down, but
Damn, he gets away with a freebie there. Has Killjoy ult for retake if they wanna use it. I like that they're taking a lot of this space in reaction from this as well. Drone comes in, he times the drone well. He's gonna kill the server. He's ulting, right? Oh, it's gonna be so close.
Paranoia across. Now, lockdown does get destroyed.
Tried to fake it at the back.
It's
a big brim duel going on.
RB now needs to contend with Flipstrider on that flank. The flash goes across. He's completely blinded. Flipstrider eventually finds the kill. Foxy 9 going to be taken out. Suddenly it's all it was. Do they read his position? They don't know. So far the answer is no, but now they know exactly where he's at. Gets the headshot. Turns from the flash.
Holy hell, Flipside is an absolute monster.
The third kill
Good reaction to the C hit. He pushes down middle. He dodges a drone. He then waits. Then they're ulting. Then gets to kill one in the side. Then manages to flash off the other breach, kills them, and then wins the one-on-one. Flipsider has had a very impactful round here, and even the round before he maybe saved them with the killing of the Lurker.
Rushing in, pushing them off. But somehow, RRQ are actually finding the coordination it takes just to wrap them around. I mean, Buzz also kind of tries to go for an interesting approach of making a big old flank.
Does that force him down to another eco again? Yeah, I think so. 2-9 loss bonus, DRX having to use their timeout.
Hermes not happy.
Yeah, Flipsider with the better flank in the end of it all, breaking open that C-long position and then able to finish the job. And Termy will, in fact, use the first timeout for DRX. You know, oftentimes we do see Termy, he'll trust in the team to be able to course correct themselves. He knows how much experience they have on stages larger than this one.
If RRQ take a map of DRX, get
like
copies
this,
the Infinitic.
RRQ are very closely approaching, stealing the map away.
I mean, they have a good chance at the moment of taking this map.
Because it hasn't been working out. It's a new version of the wave. You slap each other down a line.
We have fun crowds here in Korea. But still, I think it's RRQ actually doing such a good job. Now they have the coordination just to retake, the coordination to defend at times. If DRX wants to force the site take, let's just let them have it.
Low buy goes in. We've got 4 stingers. We're going fast over towards A. 3 people here though. And no one shot the recon.
Okay.
Oh boy, what's going on?
I'm gonna have to see this man's POV.
What's going on?
As the two veterans on RRQ deliver
they shut him down so heavy. No one shot the recon. And it hit 4 people and enabled 2 kills through the smoke. Oh boy, that's not what you want to do after the pause. Just forget about it and move on. I would just like to take this moment to remind everyone, in terms of the pistols, the RX won both pistols and they only have 8 rounds.
He just rushes and kills 3 people. And in the meantime, Xfaro catches Foxy going into the smoke, finds Mako within it already. It's a flawless round. The economy built up. RRQ, they are good to go to the very end here.
We go fast for the C hit. 2 people here.
They're looking for it once more. They dash forward. 2G situated. Mako should be reading this, but he does not.
What?
2G manages to find 2 kills before finally falling. Flip Shutter with the third. Buzz again.
Damn, gets into a 2-on-2. This is nuts. If Buzz wants to ult, Sphero has ult to cancel it. They don't have the best positions right now.
From the defending side.
They need to try and take some map control. They have no idea about this flank.
Corner, RB not reading it whatsoever. And once again, it's Buzz on his
and he got tagged.
Identified. The ping's coming down. Xpero looking to pressure him out. Buzz not sure which way to look.
They are getting absolutely
and
annihilated.
RRQ are now just 1 round away.
They are getting annihilated. I said at the beginning, Haven is RRQ's best map. I don't know why DRX has picked it, and we are finding out why. 4 chances to close this one out. It was 2-0 in terms of pistols.
It's been old faithful for DRX since time memoriam, since Valorant effectively came out, since DRX and Vision.
And they have their second best map next as well.
This has been such a strong one for them, but RRQ, it seems, have meticulously studied them, and right now, frankly, are out-aiming them, out-gunning them at every twist and turn.
Especially on these retakes.
And it's
even with a sight hit.
Back. I think it's just about a back-to-back. I mean,
second timeout, yeah, it's not looking great.
The attempt at the eco, I should say, it doesn't work out. They go into the buy round, it doesn't work out. This is as close to a back-to-back timeout as I've ever seen.
Can start believing again in RRQ.
Only 2 rounds separated.
I mean, honestly, it's just the map. They've always looked good at this. It's fine.
That's not the classic DRX take that we used to see. I mean, we did have that cloud burst. We did have Mako TPing out towards the back of the top of the platform, but when you have RRQ players just positioned on there like that, you would expect DRX to be able to suss them out. Somehow, they went left unchecked.
Why aren't DRX light believers anymore? Light armor believers? I'm not sure. They might not have as many protocols as Fnatic has.
Onto that Thrifty, it was just a big old
it's one of those things that if you just look at it from the outside, you're just like, oh, okay, let's just buy light armor, but it's not that simple. They have like loads of protocols depending on what happens.
1 round away.
So if you copy it wrong and then do it wrong, you're gonna think it's not as good as it actually is.
Evened up, but I think looking at it, you absolutely favor RRQ in this position.
A lot of ults, 4 chances to take the fast map, and straight up, if they take this fast map, this kind of score with 2-0 being pistols, this was one of the most convincing maps I've seen for a while. Like honestly, they look way better than them at the moment on this map.
This default, just waiting for a push from RRQ. Now slowly trying to find bits of utility, find little gaps in RRQ's defenses, but RRQ are not moving at all. They know they have the rounds. They know they have the numbers.
Thrown up close, but a little bit delayed. Doesn't get the tag onto EJ, who will then clear it out and says, yeah, I've got an operator. I wouldn't recommend pushing me.
Definitely not going to explore A anymore after this. We're just going to go for that B hit.
Stun is good.
Only Mako as well as Foxy up on top.
They have so many ults. There are so many ults up. Breach ult from spawn. They go all the ults, they get the fast kill. What's this? Oh my god. Mako got hit by the ult. They go in. There's still 2 people here. Ah, that's the first rounds. That's the first round flip side is messed up. He's had a flawless game up until then.
86 HP between the 2 of them. Now Stacks joining them. The shock dart tagging him to 50. Tries to make it into the cubby fast enough, but it's not going to happen.
They're still really low HPs. We got 2 smokes. 2 smokes for EJ here.
It off. Now just 2 versus 3 healthy members.
1 smoke, just waiting for the mollies. 1 smoke goes in, gonna try to get it half. But another smoke for this.
They're holding more. Holds the angle.
Holy hell, what a strong map from them. 13-8, and they won 0 pistols. This was very dominant.
Over DRX on DRX's pick of Haven.
Very dominant. DRX getting punished for picking RRQ's best map. Don't know why they did that. I have no idea why they did that. And we have RRQ's second best map now. So
at a loss for words, but good lord, what a performance from this squad.
They have a good chance.
We have never, ever seen this before. DRX, the team that plays classic, perfect Valorant every time and again, suddenly dazed by RRQ. We talked about that first half. It ends in a 6-6. But after the second half, all of a sudden RRQ chain rounds together in the defenses.
They did good research into a lot of this as well, though.
Done that final round.
Like RRQ looked prepped. They look really drilled.
They started with a B hit. They rotated over onto C. They managed to find bits of success, but down to the final bits. Up by C long, they weren't able to find the shots, Achilles.
No, they were not. Things very off here from DRX. Shots that they normally are good for. Players that are normally clutch, unable to deliver in those regards. But RRQ firing on all cylinders, handing DRX their second map loss in Pacific. It has been so clean for them up until these last 2 weeks, losing one in a close battle on Fracture versus Gen G. And now
yeah, we'll
RRQ.
See. It was a bold, it was a bold map to pick.
Dominant fashion, 13-8. What a statement from this squad, comprised of 2 vets and 3 relative rookies.
Yeah, we could have a potential crazy day.
But still, I mean, I don't know, man. Today we're in the upside down.
And I, for whatever reason, you seem to be